This is the prototype of my new collapsible cajon. The company here is called Big Ears Guitars. It's a little shop. It's mine, and I just came up with this collapsible cajon, which sounds amazing actually. It's got two pickups in it, and I'm gonna just assemble it hopefully quickly and easily here for the video to impress you on how easy. As you can see, it folds to a size that you could take on an airplane. It's lightweight. These can all stack together, all these parts here, and pretty soon I'll have a nice little case for it. Not too much bigger than a briefcase or a small portfolio. Anyway, there's the top, here's the bottom, and let's see. Here's the snare drum. And another thing that's cool about this, besides being portable and foldable, is that the drums are separate. So we have a snare drum here, and then on this side is a kick sound. And I was really going for a rock drum set sound on this. So it doesn't have the ring like some of the ethnic percussion cajons that have a very nice woody acoustic ringing tone to them. This one has a muted sound, except with the pickups, and once we plug it in, and I will plug it into the PA, you get a nice snare and a nice kick sound. And they're separate, so you can EQ them separately through the PA. It's a stereo output from a plug. I'll show you the plug here. So the plug is right here, and we can plug in through this hole, as I'll show you in a moment. Okay, so there's the bottom. I also call this, at risk of being sued, I call this the Flying V cajon, which is what one of the guitar companies call one of their guitars. So I don't want to be sued, although that could be good publicity too, right? It's easier to assemble this when you're not talking or making a video, of course. It's always easier at home. It's always easier at home. Hey, it's really not hard. It's not hard. And for the portability factor, there we go. It's worth a little struggle for the art, right? Okay, now it's together. And I'll just play it acoustically for a moment before I turn the PA on. All right, that's just a little bit of that. Hey. Okay, now I'm going to turn the PA on and plug it in. There it is. Okay, like I said, I think it's this side, yeah. This is a stereo cable. As you can see, it's got a ring tip sleeve. See that? Ring tip sleeve. Plug, which will go into right in there like that. And I think on my next one I'm going to put this hole on the bottom so the wire comes out the bottom. The other thing that's cool about this is these panels can be switched out. You could put the snare on this side and have this tom on this side, and we can have this kick on the other side over here. The two long sides are equal length, and they slide out easily from the hinge here. So all the sides slide out from the hinges easily. All right, let's see, one more amplifier to turn on here. Woo. A lot of hum coming out of that amplifier. I must have. Another great feature about this is that the reason it's shaped the way it is was because I wanted it to be an ergonomic playing drum. Mostly you see cajon players sort of leaning over a little bit, trying to have good posture, playing on the front of one head. And that's just, having your arms like this is not the most natural thing. This drum, you can sit straight up. You see, when I touch the computer, I get a nice hum there. Okay, I can sit straight up easily. I can even sit back if I want to. No problem. Because I'm playing heads that are aligned more with the sides. This is a natural position for hands to be in. When you stand, your hands are at your sides and your palms are facing in, unless you're kind of a Neanderthal type that walks around like this. No insult intended to you Neanderthals. However, let me see back here. You can see now the pickup is actually right about here on this head. See, I get a very large sound with just finger tapping. Very light playing. You don't need to smash your hands because you got a lot of power assisted through the PA. I can play very lightweight. I can change the timbre of things. All the way to a pretty tight, large sounding kick. Let me turn up the snare a little bit on this. Okay, I'm back, and the problem was I hadn't plugged in the wire entirely into the back of the into the jack. I hadn't gotten the ring and the tip and the sleeve to align properly into the jack, but we've got both sounds happening very loudly right now. Like I said, you can, depending on how you hit this drum and where you hit it, you get all kinds of sounds out of it. I put a little smack pad behind the snare here, which I'm not liking so much right at the moment, but you can EQ that back a bit. There, I just changed the pulled the mids down on my cheapo Mackie 1202 mixer.